he's got both a public defender that was originally covering his his Western District case, and a private lawyer, which was on the East, which is now registered in the West.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this lawyer. So we actually predicted who this lawyer was. We had a leak. Ramsey gave a leak about who this lawyer was. We now know officially the lawyer is Choi Guang-ho. Or Guang-ho Choi. Choi is his family name. So that is the lawyer that has registered. He is a tax attorney. He is a tax attorney.
I think he's going to be doing more than 31.
Attorney. He has not been inside a criminal courtroom in 20 years.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Let me say that one more time. He has not been inside a criminal courtroom in 20 years. He is a tax attorney. So what probably happened, and this is something that we said, was this is probably a friend of Hanky Poo's family who got put on this case.
And apparently his entire legal strategy for the deepfake charge has been a complete flop.
His whole big legal talk, his whole big legal strategy was, we're going to settle with Bong Bong. We're going to settle with the female victim. We're going to pressure her. And they wanted to threaten her because she showed the image on her stream as well. But she showed it to show how mad she was about it, being like, this is wrong, right? So he tried to blackmail the victim. And not only did that fail, it literally backfired in his face.
I can't believe it. I'm just kidding. I can believe this. I knew this was going to happen. Everybody, yep, that's exactly it. Smart strategy. He's a The thing is that, what do you get from a tree? Fruit. You're never going to get an apple. There's never going to be a pear. It's always going to be something else stupid.
When he tried to blackmail the female victim, the prosecutor probably saw this and said, oh, hell no, we're going to double down and give you another one. And by the way, there will be no settlement on that one because it's with the Korean YouTubers that you are literally attacking and threatening with defamation. Remember, guys, Hank and Johnny have been threatening to sue the Korean YouTubers and myself, by the way, threatening to sue me with defamation in Korea. Do you think that people that you threatened to sue, and you are suing, you literally said you're suing them, you were threatening Dalgoon, you're threatening other people, do you think they're going to come to some settlement with you? By the way, that doesn't even...
It's just an idiot.
Really work in Korean court. Even if they were to say,
the prosecutor is like top 10 prosecutors in all Korea and a woman.
We agree.
He's so dumb.
The prosecutor could still bring it.
Dumb.
I mean, the issue with Johnny is most of what he says is hot air. Unfortunately for him, the judge and prosecutor might not know that because he's made a bunch of threats and he's said a lot of stupid stuff. So it's safe to say this backfires tremendously on this guy. Because let's be real, all he had to do after you got caught, even after all the mistakes in Japan and all the mistakes in Israel.
Just shut up and they would have deported you. All you needed to do was shut up and not cause any more problems, and they would have said, just get the fuck out of here and don't come back. That's all he had to do. And he wasn't able to do that, and now he's going to jail.
And I guess all the mistakes in Korea, once they charged him formally, all he had to do was shut up, apologize, be respectful, and he probably would have gotten left off with somewhat of a slap on the wrist. Instead, he does the polar opposite. He disrespects the judge, the prosecutor, the victims, the people covering.
Wasn't he trying to show up to the court case in the KKK outfit? But then for some reason, I think he couldn't find one, so he had to just show up with like a random, like some bullshit on.
And
he was
citizens.
drunk too.
That's not going to give you any leniency with a judge. I mean, the dude is just playing the worst cards possible as a social experiment to see how the Korean justice system will handle that. But for every day that passes, it seems like the penalty is going to be harsher and harsher. Then to make things worse for himself, apparently, he lost a lawyer.
Just today, we had the public defender step down. Now, that is likely they were actually removed from the case. That means they weren't the ones who petitioned it. It was the court that did it, probably because he no longer qualifies for a public defender. When you have a private attorney, that typically disqualifies you from having a public defender. So it appears that he was disqualified from that.
So now the case will be even more expensive for Johnny, or Hank, depending on who's footing the bill here. And Legal Mindset also issued a correction here saying the attorney has actually been to court 5 times in the last 20 years, or at least 5 times. But apparently he's lost all 5 of those cases. So Johnny,
hey, guys, you got that bad luck protection building up, right? You ever played Genshin? You ever played Wuthering Waves? Honkai Star Rail, bro, he's building up that bad luck protection. He's gonna get it this time for sure. He's got that pity timer coming up.
I hired a guy who's gone 0 for 5 over the last 20 years, and he's still acting up during his trial. I mean, by the way, Johnny is acting. You would have thought, hey, he hired some big league attorney with this big boy crypto money he has. But the reality is different. And as I stated previously, he's now admitting that it's not worth it anymore. He's banned on Kick. That was the platform he could actually make decent money on. And they're most definitely not going to take him back. And we learned that from Ice Poseidon.
In the long run, do you think that is worth it?
At this point, no.
So now, Johnny is permanently banned on Kick. He's also permanently banned from Patreon, apparently, and Airbnb.
You know what? I know exactly why he was banned from Airbnb. How many of you guys know exactly why he was banned? Why? Probably like 15 different reasons.
Permanently banned from Patreon. Permanently banned from Airbnb. I don't even know how. Somebody sent some kind of article to Airbnb. They permanently banned Airbnb.
So it's hard for him to make a living streaming. It's harder for him to collect donations.
He doesn't know where to live.
And it's hard for him to live somewhat cheap, because Airbnb is a good way to live cheap when you're long-term staying abroad. So his options here are Hank's place or expensive hotels. That's tough.
Geez.
But that was the quick Johnny Somali update. I will return home soon, so I'm not recording the next video in the West End Business Center here in Boston. And I'll be back in my studio with my microphone that everyone says looks kind of sus. But hey, it's a whole lot better than the phone.
How can someone be this stupid genuinely? I think that a big reason for it is the alcohol. I think that's actually really what's going on. Because, like, you can see that when he's not drunk, he has, like, maybe I would say, like, I don't know, like, maybe this is a bit high. I'd say he has like a 75 to 80 IQ, right? Which is, I mean, that's pretty good. But like once he becomes drunk, like that goes down into like the 30s, or I mean, I think sometimes even the 20s, right? Like, I mean, this is like a guy that like, you know, he's got like he's like trying to shoot himself in the foot with a rocket launcher, right?
Hopefully the phone makes do for now. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm really not surprised. I'm not. And I think that there are probably so many people are so happy about this happening because this guy has been a piece of shit parasite for years. Years he's been causing problems. And it's been over a year. And finally, people are tired of it. Finally, people are done with it. I'm going to link you guys the video. It's an Atozy video. Give it a like. He's been covering Johnny Somali now for months. I think the chances of Johnny Somali sitting in a Korean jail right now, the chances are so insanely high. It is crazy. Yeah, bro, he is not coming out anytime soon. It's going to be at least 5 years, I think.